IGUALES. Very nice.
So here we go. We have a nice opportunity to chat for a bit with Felix. Felix, how are you? First of all,
I'm good. I'm good.
get yourself comfortable and everything.
Yeah, I have Carlos in front of me here. It's triggering.
Yeah, it's triggering.
No, I'm joking.
You can put this in the face if you want.
Intimidating. No, I'm joking.
But yeah, pretty much the whole set. Do you like it? Like
No,
not
no,
only
it's
a
great.
table, but also neon and everything.
Yeah.
Tennis balls.
Yeah, it's nice. Nice
guess-
setup. Very futuristic. So
In a way, people
cool.
people thought like some people came here like early in the morning and yesterday and stuff, and they were thinking that it was a gaming room. Actually, I was like,
Yeah.
no, it's
it looks
off-
like
it looks like it.
You have a lot of good gamers on the tour.
Oh, do we actually?
I think Daniil is a great gamer.
Oh,
Taylor Fritz
as well.
and maybe others, but
Do you play FIFA
No.
actually, or
I'm really bad.
No,
nothing.
The thing is,
FIFA,
no.
any game, I'm really bad. Yeah.
You hit me right in the spot actually because I'm a professional FIFA player,
Okay.
which is my work actually.
Yeah.
So I guess if I get the chance to talk to Daniil or Fritz or I don't know,
Yeah.
whoever, I would love
I
to.
think they're good.
Actually, I went to Vancouver a month ago
Oh yeah.
to get some things with FIFA and EA Sports and stuff.
Yeah.
It was a nice trip actually.
Vancouver is beautiful.
It was my first time in Canada.
Yeah. That's great. That's
Yeah,
great.
man.
I'm glad you liked it.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Like it was only for just I think 5 days, and jet lag killed me.
Yeah.
I can say, but I don't know. The thing is like there's some interesting stuff because we don't have maple syrup here in
Yeah.
Spain.
Yeah.
So to actually have the chance to try, I don't know, obviously
Yeah.
pancakes with maple syrup and stuff. But not only that, I actually went to see some art gallery stuff.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, Vancouver it's a great city, beautiful nature. I mean, Canada has a lot to offer in terms of open space and nature. So if you like that, it's great. And I mean, we don't have a big variety of food like you guys have here, or that we find in Italy, but we do have our maple syrup, and we're proud of it.
I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
Is there any place you would recommend me to go to Canada?
Well, Montreal, where I'm from. I mean, even the whole province of Quebec, it's very different than because we're the only part that's French speaking.
Yeah.
So you can visit also Quebec City, which is kind of the most historical city in Canada because at the time the French came, they first came to the continent. That's really the first city they made and where they arrived. So it has a very rich history, the city. So I think it's always worth a visit. We have, there's thousands of tourists every year. We receive tourists, so you can go either in the summer, but in the winter there's nice activities also to do because you can do things that you will never find here. So it's pretty cool.
I didn't know pretty much anything about Canadian history, and at the art gallery there was like an indigenous kind of play, and I loved like all the indigenous art and everything. It was kind of like refreshing because like Spain is so far away from Canada, so I didn't know that many things about that art and stuff. But I guess like they told me about the difference between obviously being in the West Coast in Vancouver and stuff, and then being in the East Coast.
Different, very different. Yeah.
And I would love to go there. I would love to live there. Actually, I would love to live in Canada.
Yeah, I mean, you can put in a request. I cannot be for so much help. Maybe I don't know. But
maybe you can pull some strings
I
over
can
there.
maybe pull a few strings, but I don't have as much that much power.
You will. Talking about food, you mentioned Spanish food. Is it easier, like, because obviously you gotta stay on your diet and stuff? Do you think like Spanish cuisine helps with that?
Not so much. You want to enjoy everything they have to offer. The jamon, the tortillas and all that, the tapas. I mean, they have great food to offer. At the same time, I think we're not here in Madrid, like close to the Mediterranean, but in general, Mediterranean food, I think is good products, good quality, and I think compared to maybe some things we found in America, I feel like here we can eat well, enjoy the food that we eat, but also keep it with quality products and healthy food. So whenever I play this tournament here, or when I play around Europe, I always find good restaurants. I always find good food that is enjoyable, but also that I can eat healthy and be in good shape for what I have to do.
I guess it makes sense when you're playing in the clay court season, when you get to travel to Monte Carlo, you get to travel to Rome,
It's beautiful.
Barcelona.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful tour. I mean, we're very lucky. It's great. to go from Monte Carlo to Paris, and in between to have all these great cities to play in. Pretty much the capital of every main countries in Western Europe. There's also a tournament in Portugal and other places. So it's a beautiful time. I really enjoy it every year. I feel great around this period, to start in Monte Carlo, to end in Paris, and after we go to London as well. So it's a great time for me.
I saw you actually on an Instagram post on the French coast, rocking the Dior's.
Yeah,
The shoes,
yeah.
man, they were lovely. They
Yeah,
were
they were great. Yeah.
Are you into them?
Yeah. And we just signed a partnership with them. So
Oh man,
it's been great.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Oh, I hate you so much. Oh,
That's great.
Yeah, I kind of like saw the Converse ones,
Yeah.
and I was like, wow, they are nice. And then I saw the other ones, more the low kind of version.
Yeah, they've been making really good stuff. I mean, I've been following them for years now, and yeah, I've been very lucky to sit with them and have a partnership. So it's great. I'm very lucky that I can wear these things. Yeah.
Are you into fashion or?
Yeah,
You
I
seem
enjoy
kind
it.
of a fashion.
Well,
guy.
I enjoy it. I mean, I'm an athlete first, and I'm a sportsman, and but I really enjoy this part of it as well. Of course, it's not the priority in my life, but it's a part of my life that I enjoy. I think it's important to, and also on the court, to like what you're wearing, to feel good in what you're wearing, to pay attention to your style, and that your style resembles what you are. You know, if you want to be provocative, then you dress in that certain way. If you want to be I don't know, more like conservative or classy, or maybe old, like more mature looking, or more young and upcoming. So, you know, depending on your personality, you have to show this in the way you dress. So I think I'm not like a person that goes out and just puts clothes on to have clothes on. I try to put things that I feel good in, and that I feel like that are looking good. So I mean, with Dior, I have a lot of choice. Yeah, it's easy.
I guess, yeah. What can we say about that? Yeah, and I remember watching the Andrea Gassi, which he's over there, just at the
That's
table.
right. Yeah, pretty good style as well.
Yeah, I read his biography, I think a year ago or something. I remember he was talking about fashion into tennis, rocking the short jeans and stuff.
Yeah.
I guess he'd made a huge difference on the sport, like talking about fashion sense into the court and everything. No.
Go ahead. No, we've seen like a lot of changes, of course, over the decades in the style. I mean, we used to wear short shorts, and before that was even like they were wearing pants, you know, when they were playing. And then the game, I guess, became more athletic, and players started wearing shorts, and then shorts were even shorter and shorter, and then we came back to something different, and then we had him at some point that, you know, it used to be very, I don't know, plain colors, and he came with colorful colors and like bright colors, and it was interesting to see. So it's nice to see the influence that, you know, the players can have on the fashion in the sport. So you have to do something that resembles you and that you feel comfortable in. But it's cool to see, you know, the new outfits every time you come to a tournament. I think it's a part of the tennis that's cool as well. I mean, the players the fans are looking forward to see the players and see what they're gonna wear. And I think it plays a role in the attraction that a player will have.
Definitely, and not only the fashion but also the play style. And I'm gotta tell you, your play style, like for me, is just like interesting to see because you're so aggressive on the ball. You'd say, like, I remember watching you like a year ago playing against Rafa Nadal, which obviously I'm a big fan of.
Yes.
And I was like, I mean, Rafael Nadal is getting kicked out of the tournament by Felix. Like, he's playing out of his level. Yeah. And I gotta tell you, just like, it's really refreshing to see how new players like you have gone into the scene, and you're just like, it's interesting to see the new wave of players coming in for the last few years, and for the tennis fans as myself. We just love to see you on the court, and we love to see you on Grand Slams as well, because it's interesting to see the clash between, you know, the Rafael Nadal, Djokovic and stuff, and into the new wave players, you know?
Yeah. No, it's interesting, and I think we have great personalities now.
Definitely.
Players playing in different styles. I think for the most part, the game has become so athletic now. You need to be moving really well. You need to be strong and flexible, and you need to be able to have all the shots, you know, in your game, and you need to serve really well, because now all the players serve well.
Your serve.
Including myself, but there's many others that serve well. So, I mean, now it's really about like the power and the athleticism that you can bring. I mean, you look at Carlos. I mean, he's been dominating with that. You know, the ability to defend with power, to attack the player, to always kind of rush him a little bit, you know, on the court and dominate him, and also mixing up with a drop shot, which is also, you know, a huge strength. And on the other spectrum, we have Daniil, that's like, you know, a wall in the back of the court. So it's nice to see the confrontation of styles, and I think we're in for a good ride. I mean, for the next years, for the next 10, 15 years, to see how the matchups evolve and how all the players will be able to dominate the game.
Any big expectations from you in this year in Madrid?
Well, this year in Madrid, I mean, I'm playing well. I've been practicing well. I feel good about my game. I haven't won exactly as many matches that I would have hoped since the start of the year, but I'm also not far. I think I've been pretty consistent with my level, at least. And then the last few weeks I was hurt a little bit with my knee, so now this is my first tournament back since the Miami Open. So my expectations cannot be too high. I have to start from the first round and see how I go, because, you know, when you come back from a few weeks away from tournaments, sometimes you need 1, 2, or 3 matches to get back into the rhythm. So I'll bring extra focus, I think, from
extra
the first
spice.
match. Extra intensity and focus, because it's not going to come easy this week, but I hope that I can play a good tournament.
We hope it as well.
Thank you.
I want to throw you a quick, like a minute or so, just quick interview and questions and short answers. There are just 10 of them, so not really a lot of them, but let's go for it, man. So, 10 quick questions with Felix. Let's go for it. Favorite food?
Italian.
Favorite film?
Wow. Favorite film? Man, I don't know right now. Oh my God. I'm going to say something that I'm going to regret. Favorite film? Let's skip.
Let's skip.
We go to the other
one. One artist, like musical artist.
One artist? I'd say Drake. Yeah.
A crowd you love to play for?
Crowd, my home crowd in Montreal. I mean, they're the best. Every time I play there, it's an amazing atmosphere.
A favorite tennis shot?
Favorite tennis shot? Slam dunk, like going forward, smash, like, love that one.
Olympics gold or Grand Slam title?
I think Grand Slam, but the Olympic gold it's not far. I mean, it's everybody. If you have an Olympic gold, everybody knows what that is, you know.
Sweetest victory on your career?
Sweetest victory? I would say the first title. It meant so much to me. It was a great week, and it's a big relief, so that was the sweetest.
Most devastating defeat of your career?
Devastating. It was a great match, but losing the quarterfinals of the Australian Open against Daniil with match point, that was tough, because I thought I played good enough to win, and I didn't, so that was tough.
If you could win one Grand Slam, which one would it be?
I'll take any, but honestly, either French Open or Wimbledon. I think these two are special for their history, and I think Wimbledon is really, really special. But also Paris, with the French crowd and how they are. I mean, it's special there as well. So one of the two would be nice.
What is the most Canadian thing about you?
Most Canadian thing? Well, when I talk with my French-Canadian accent, it's pretty unique. Yeah, so, I mean, we're not like everywhere in the world, so I think it's pretty much the most Canadian thing. Sorry.
And then lastly, one goal for 2023?
23, improve and try to be a better player. And then in results, I would like to win either Masters 1000s or Grand Slam. That would be amazing.
I hope you do it, and I hope
Thank
you
you.
do it here in Madrid as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
Thank you, man.
for having you here on the podcast, and enjoy your stay in
All right.
Madrid.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
See you, Felix.